So my square body pickup truck is of the powered window variety. And this baby, this door in particular, the passenger door, has new regulator, new motor, same switches. It didn't really improve at all. I cleaned up the old sticky grease, put in some good, what do you call it, lithium grease. No change. So what I purchased was this LMC Heavy-Duty Power Window Harness kit. Comes with everything you see here. I love that there's colored wires but black and white pictures for, you know, simpletons like me that don't like to read directions, but I'll power through it. It shouldn't be no big deal. I don't like these butt connectors. I'll probably just do the thing I usually do is I solder and use heat shrink. My soldering iron is about 25 years old and a little bit underpowered, but it gets the job done. So what I think I'm going to do before I get started is I'm going to basically set up a baseline. Set up the camera, turn the key on, run the window all the way down and back up, and see what the time is. That way we know what kind of improvements we're making here. All right, I'm going to turn the key on. Oh, I'm going to turn on my stopwatch so we can get, you know, an official time of how long it takes. No guesstimates around here. We're all about science. Just gotta listen to the buzzer. All right, here's the stopwatch. 3, 2, 1, go. Comes out of the gates real good, and then slows down and just picks up speed again. And back up. This is a fully charged battery. Come on. Time. 23:82. All right. That's the time we gotta beat. I'm only gonna do the passenger door. I'm gonna hook up the kit on both sides, but I don't have the new regulator and motor in on the driver's door. But I'm gonna hook up the kit just like it normally would be, so everything's tied together, working properly. The relays get put in underneath the armrest here. That way we give it a fair shake of how it should go about, and we can judge if the kit's worth the few bucks that it costs. So now I'm gonna take off all the random screws that have been put in over the last, 30, 40 years, and get the door panel off. Oh my goodness, let me show you what I'm getting into here. So I'm trying to get through the door harness, we'll call it. It comes up, let me do the light, up through this grommet and up behind here. I thought I could take this kick panel off real nice, but no. The vent door damper is all tied in, all up in there, along with that actuator. Didn't want to get into that. So a series of screwdrivers and pliers and zero broken plastic, no cracks. I was able to get it through. I did take off these two bolts that hold this flexible conduit, because I didn't think I could fish it all the way through here, through this and up and around. And I was right. There's no way that I was gonna be able to do that. So I just took a piece of Romex wire, fished it up through there with a series of angles and twists and turns. And I was able to catch a glimpse of it, so I took another piece of Romex and made a hook and fished it in there and got it out. So now I at least have a start of a pull wire to be able to run our new power leads. I'm going to zip tie them to here, go through the conduit and up and out and into the grommet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fish them through that grommet. I might split that, cut that grommet, and you know, jerry rig it. I guess we'll say from there. I don't know. Okay, so at this point, you splice in the relays into this brown and blue wire. You separate this here and separate the brown to the browns and the blues to the blues. One set being specific to the power leads, and then the other ones go down to the window motor. And then you gotta basically do the same thing on the other side and then run the power. I saved the longer lead from the driver's side because I have to come all the way across the dashboard and out the firewall because my battery is on this side of the truck. So we'll splice these, wire them in, solder them, heat shrink, and move over to the other side. Okay, I got the driver's side done. Got everything soldered. I didn't shrink the shrink tube yet, or the heat shrink yet, because I want to make sure that it's gonna work before I totally commit. Got it snuck through the conduit or the bellows. This here driver's side kick plate was much easier to take off because you don't have to worry about the vent damper in there. I do have to still cut the grommet and get it in place. From here, I got it wired across under the dash. That wiring is not mine. If my wife asked me to do yoga tonight, I can legitimately say I already did. I was bending over backwards, had my feet up. You know, it's quite a predicament getting in there. But I got it. I snaked it through a grommet over there. Okay, over here by the passenger side is where I got this. I still got to zip tie those wires up. But behind here in the firewall was a grommet that I took out. I'll have to put a little RTV or something. Oh, I was gonna put a little extra tape on there. And then I got the wiring all done, custom. I want to make sure that's gonna work before I totally zip tie everything up. Make it, nope, it's never gonna be pretty, but before I tie it up a little bit. And then as you can tell, I got some locking pliers just holding the power wires onto the battery for now. Should do the trick. One thing I have left is I got to put fuses in the fuse holders that they come with in the kit. And then I got to put the door panels back on and I can test it. So that's where we're at this point. I'm reasonably certain it's gonna work. Okay, I got the fuses put in. I'm gonna turn on the key. Right now the window's in the down position. So I'll roll it up and then I'll set the stopwatch again and we'll see what the difference is. Ooh, that was significantly faster. All right, so yesterday was 23:82. Reset. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Holy Moses. 9.38. That is significantly better. And it doesn't really, you can tell it bogs down just a little bit still, but I mean, this is, everything that's in this is 1980s or 70s technology, so you can't compare it with the new systems in place in these new windows. I don't hate that at all. That's pretty awesome. All right. So at this point, I'll get everything buttoned back up and heat shrink my wiring. Get the door panels back on. And, well, it's been a couple days since I installed the LMC Heavy Duty power window harness. I had to wait. I ordered a new switch from Amazon since I basically got a little Cro-Magnon with the last one and broke it while taking it out. I have no complaints about the setup. It's still operating just as it should, or maybe better than it should. In conclusion, I'm quite happy with the change in performance of the window. I still gotta button up the other side, but I'm not going to do that, the driver's door, because I'm going to dive into replacing the weather stripping and window felt and that stuff. I've done it on this door already, so moving on to the next one. In conclusion, I think it's well worth the 25 or 35 bucks. I can't remember exactly what I paid for it. So I guess I wouldn't hesitate and do it again in the future. I think at this point I say thank you for watching.